On Friday afternoon, the ex-Toronto Maple Leafs defender Ilya Lyubushkin was exchanged from the Buffalo Sabres to the Anaheim Ducks. The Toronto Maple Leafs secured Lyubushkin through a trade with the Arizona Coyotes during the 2021 to 2022 campaign. The transaction was more of a maneuver to alleviate salary cap pressure after the former general manager Kyle Dubas committed to a 2-year contract of $5 million with forward Nick Ritchie. It became apparent after a dozen games that Ritchie wasn't assimilating well. Dubas successfully offloaded Ritchie, who managed 2 goals in 33 games, to the Coyotes. This move incurred a conditional selection, a second-round pick in 2025, for acquiring Lyubushkin. Ilya Lyubushkin proved to be a suitable addition to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Lyubushkin seamlessly integrated into the Toronto Maple Leafs roster and performed commendably as a supplementary defenseman, logging an average of 16 minutes and 28 seconds of ice time per match. He delivered almost 100 hits in his 31 regular season games, contributing much-needed physicality to the defensive aspect. At times, he was curiously positioned near the top of the lineup and somewhat excessively praised by a subset of fans. However, considering his role, he performed adequately and maximized his potential. The Russian defenseman secured a multi-year contract with the Buffalo Sabres amounting to $5.5 million per season. This was a substantial overcompensation, as Lyubushkin at most qualifies as a substitute player who ideally should not receive a salary exceeding the league's minimum wage. During the initial season of his 2-year agreement with Buffalo, Lyubushkin averaged 15 minutes and 1 second per game. Source: hockey-reference.com. Despite missing 12 games, he ranked second on the team in blocked shots, 104, and third in hits, 99. His ex-goals rating stood at 42%, and his team consistently struggled when he was on the ice. It's evident why the Sabres decided to trade him. In the exchange, the Buffalo Sabres dispatched Lyubushkin to the Ducks, acquiring Minnesota's 4th-round selection in the 2025 draft as compensation. This pick had previously been obtained by Anaheim from the Wild during the John Klingberg trade in the previous season. Prior to the trade, Buffalo had 8 defensemen on their roster, earning a minimum of $1.35 million per season, with 6 of them receiving over $2 million. Lyubushkin will now have the opportunity to take on demanding minutes within a rebuilding Anaheim team. This environment will enable him to display his abilities as he approaches another free agency period. The Ducks are likely to regain a more valuable draft pick by the time the trade deadline arrives. What's up, fans? What's your take on this news? Are you in agreement with it, or do you have an opposite view? Don't hesitate to share your opinion in the comments below. This contributes significantly to our beloved team being aware of your points of view. Stay tuned, as I will return with more news at any moment.